I will be going to WrestleMania 40 next year. I will be going. It's in Philadelphia, but that's a whole other thing. It'll be my first WrestleMania and stuff. But when I look at 2007 WrestleMania 23, WrestleMania 23 was one of the best WrestleManias in perhaps the mega history. Because when you look at WrestleMania 23, it illustrates like the WWE Ruthless Aggression era at its very height. That's when and it was the last of that era. Because when you look at the stuff now, and let me remind you what happened about how I was. I mean, I was a big time internet celebrity, making videos that went we're talking 30,000 views within 5 days, and that was amazing. That was amazing quality stuff, and just how much amazing stuff 2007 offered. It was the greatest year in the mega history. What it was making over 430 videos in a year. That is spectacular. Making that many videos in a year, and having a self-esteem. Mom's Place meeting its milestones, meeting the health milestone achievements in July of that year. No physical health issues whatsoever. And guess what? During that year, we still had Michael Jackson, Robin Williams, Heath Ledger. We had many more legends. We had Roddy Piper. We had people who were nice. You know, we had nice people. You know, people who actually were good. And when you look at it like this, we had Whitney Houston. We had everybody, and also in the mega life, then it was the Raymond 14 times. Well, I basically had I basically was it, and I was doing it, and it was amazing. It was, I mean, when you look at that year, and I get every time I look at WrestleMania 23 will be like forever ingrained. It'll be the Raymond 14's WrestleMania, because we had a future president in it, and we had Chris Benoit in it, and we had John Cena at his very peak in that event, and I was like, this is like the best WrestleMania of all time. In my view, WrestleMania 23, maybe this year's WrestleMania will be good. Will probably be just the same. But, you know, I really think that after the 2007 really was it was like basically the live and let live equivalent of things, and and people actually were nicer. And yeah, and I look at stuff now. I look at um, I look at that year. I look at what 2007 was offering, in forms of things. And I was like, that was one of the years that I could look at as a criteria on how to have a good year. You want to have, because I'm not really a negative guy. I just don't like BS. I'm just allergic to BS. I'm just allergic to BS all the time. I'm not a negative individual. But that 2007 year, that's how you have a year. That's how you have a good year. You um, you basically have to have a self-esteem. And in a mega life, that's what you need to do. And I think that stuff like being stuff now, it's like at this point, things are not looking good. When you talk about being in the present now, well, people have to be in the present now, and people have to be um, like respectful. You know, there's no respect in the world now. Yeah, and yeah, and looking at the times then, it's like I felt like I was actually like at the time like half a million in view counts, and like when you look at the that in the combined total that year, amazing stuff. You know, and I look at what's going on in the world, and then you look at things like that, and then you look at how good WrestleMania 23 was. When I look at John Cena and Shawn Michaels, I'm like, I cried almost when I look at that photo of John Cena and Shawn Michaels. I cried almost. I had a little bit of emotion because I realized that after that WrestleMania, it was downhill for me and the WWE and the whole world, because 2008 had some of the very bad market problems. You know? So what you have to realize is that in the 2007, this was it. You know, this was like, if you want to know what Raymond 14 or what it was like, watch the movie Troy Bought It. And instead of him being a pill mill, wannabe pharmacist guy in the school, imagine him doing videos and being an internet celebrity. That's what Raymond 14 was like. You can watch Troy Bought It. And that's what it was like. The Blue Buffalo, it just fit. I know that she has, and you'll get an idea of what I was like, what it was like. To make sure that she's the best dog she can. And because I'm looking at it now, and then now it's like it's like no man's land. If not, I mean, so that's something maybe you're signing off.